Hey everyone, I'm going to make a video today of all games, Halo Infinite, because I've been a really harsh critic of Halo Infinite since it launched. I was there during the beta phase of Halo Infinite, and I was there at the unsuccessful launch, if you will, and I haven't really played the game since then. Well, I noticed that there was the Season 4 Infection launch just a few weeks ago, so over the weekend I downloaded Halo Infinite and tried it out. I have to say, I'm actually quite impressed with the improvements made to Halo Infinite. However, it's still not 100% there, and that's what this video I want to dive into is going to be all about. Is Halo Infinite finally good? There were a lot of things missing in Halo Infinite at launch, features that past Halo games have had for years. It just didn't make a whole lot of sense why Halo Infinite launched in the state that it did, and I think too many people have left the game now and aren't coming back, which is a shame because I think there are some meaningful improvements to the game. So let's dive in to what's improved with Halo Infinite, what I enjoy about Halo Infinite, and really what they still need to work on for this to be an excellent Halo experience. So I'll do a quick summary real quick of all of the problems Infinite had at launch, and I'm sure you all know this, so that's why I'm going to run through this quickly. Halo Infinite only had Season Pass XP, was leveling up through challenges. So what I mean is you had to complete challenges to get experience points for your Season Pass level increases to continue to unlock new content, which didn't make any sense. You didn't get any XP for just completing the match or being a great team player or getting the most kills or even winning the game. You had to do just really ridiculous things to level up your Season Pass. Didn't make any sense. It didn't have Team Slayer or a lot of the playlists that we know and love throughout Halo. There's a real lack of content. It seemed like the only way to get content right out of the gate was either grinding through the Season Pass with its ridiculous challenges or spending an outrageous amount of money on their shop for individual items. And there were times actually where things like weapon charms were the same exact price of Halo the Master Chief Collection when it went on sale. They were both $20. It didn't make any sense with some of the pricing. Either you get 6 Halo games with all of their content, maps, and DLC, or you can get a weapon charm in Halo Infinite. It had issues throughout. You've seen all the bugs and funny videos of Halo Infinite's launch. And once again, missing so many features from past Halo games in Halo Infinite. So that was at its launch in 2021. Let's jump forward to today, towards the end of 2023. There's a lot of improvements that I was shocked to see. There's little FOMO now, fear of missing out, thanks to season passes that you can buy from older seasons. So if you want to say, hey, I'm just jumping into Halo Infinite now, I want to buy, I don't know, Season 2, the premium battle pass, and grind through that and get all of its content, you can certainly do that. The game is not going to lock out previous battle passes. There's free events now with their own passes, so if you don't mind, playing the free tiers of Halo Infinite's passes, there's actually events that contain their own stuff that you don't need to pay a dime for. There's new maps, including finally adding older maps from past Halo games. We've seen things like the Pit, Rat Races here from Halo 3, Countdown from Halo Reach has been added, and I think some of the maps that they're adding is really well received. I'm shocked that Halo Infinite didn't have any older maps from past Halo games. That's usually a staple when a Halo game launches. It has a few maps from older titles. Infection's finally here, and the Infection game mode has finally been launched, and I actually really like it in matchmaking. I'm not very good at it, but I think it's fun. You also see new game modes like Snipers, SWAT, Big Team Battle, and Slayer. All the game modes that you expect are now finally here. They might be called differently, but they're all here. You also have the newer fun playlists that I like to play occasionally, like Escalation Slayer, Fiesta, and Quick Play. They launched a new career ranking system where there's now finally a career rank that you have throughout your course of playing Halo Infinite. It's not tied directly to a battle pass. And this rank is shown throughout on your nameplate and in other places throughout the UI. It feels overall better to play now. I think it's a little bit more stable. I know there's still the desync issue, but I feel like I'm not crashing as often as I did when I played Halo Infinite when it launched. And I know this is a small one, but it really was something that bugged me on Twitter, was there's finally new loading screens. We're not staring at the same lightning bolt thing that we saw so many times when it launched. And truth be told, I've been having a lot of fun in the multiplayer. I think the gameplay is really solid with Halo Infinite, and I think a lot of us could agree that the gameplay of Halo Infinite really wasn't the problem. It was the content and the strategy of how this game launched was really what turned a lot of us away. So those are all the things that I enjoy about Halo Infinite that have been added in the last 18 months or so since the game has launched. But there's still more work to be done. And it's actually really cool. If you go to the Halo subreddit, there's actually a wiki page and a table showing all of the most requested features from the community and what dates 343 has actually implemented those changes. So I think 343 is doing a little bit of a better job of listening, but they're still nowhere near to where I would like them to be as the caretaker of Halo. So for some of the work that still needs to be done, we need cross-core customization. Unlocking something from one core, I think, should be implemented against all cores, including coatings. I feel like the aim assist is non-existent on PC with the controller, but that's just a subjective observation. I could be completely wrong about that. I wish there were PvE modes like Firefight. That's non-existent in Halo Infinite. There's still the desync problem in matchmaking. Where is the matchmaking rejoin if you're playing just a social game? Player collision is still non-existent, and that really bugs me with teammates, and friendly fire is non-existent as well. And I think friendly fire actually implements a layer of strategy when playing Halo. There's no assassinations in Halo Infinite, and this ridiculous thing where you can just jump and then auto-lock to someone and back slap them is what the medal is called, to instantly kill them, drives me absolutely nuts as well. But that might be, as Gus would call it, a skill issue. Nonetheless, I think the improvements that Halo Infinite made is really well received, and I feel like this is what the launch of Halo Infinite should have been. But too many people have left, and they're not coming back. But I like what I see here. I'm a big believer in giving developers credit when they really do something right, and criticizing them or asking them to improve where they get things wrong. And certainly 343 has messed up the Halo IP beyond all belief, which is actually quite incredible to when they took over following the launch of Halo Reach, and then we saw it steadily decline since with the launch of Halo 4 to today. However, I do think that they are making some improvements and listening, and I don't know how many times they need to actually listen to the community the first time to get things right, but I'm hoping this is the start of a little bit of a resurgence for Halo Infinite. I don't know if it'll ever get back to what we all wish it was, or what we envisioned it would be, but nonetheless, there are some meaningful improvements. So try it out, I guess, if you want. It's free to play. Doesn't matter if you have Xbox Live or Game Pass Core, it's called now, whatever it is. Multiplayer is free to play. The campaign is paid. It's on the Game Pass if you have that. I still think the best Halo FPS experience is the Master Chief Collection, and I'm going to continue to hold that opinion until Halo Infinite gets much, much better. Okay, let me know your thoughts of Halo Infinite down in the comments below. Do you think it's a waste of time? Do you think Halo Infinite has ruined Halo's reputation forever? Or do you still enjoy Halo Infinite? You were there since launch, or you're just now diving back in? Post your thoughts in the comments down below. If this is your first time on the channel, well, here at TeamRespawn, for some strange reason, we play a whole lot of Halo Wars and Age of Empires 4, but we also like to dive into Halo FPS from time to time. Okay, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you, James.
Victory! Spectacular!